But when I arrived, I saw something that made my blood run cold. The stoneheads were moving. It was as if they had come to life and were watching me, waiting for me to make a move. Welcome to the Sus Box, where we uncover creepy tales. Thank you for hitting the like and subscribe button. It means a lot to us. This is a continuation from the previous episode. If you have not watched that yet, feel free to click the link on the top right corner. Let's get started with today's story. After my last trip to the stone heads of Easter Island, I couldn't stop thinking about the ancient Rapa Nui scripture I had found. It was a document filled with cryptic messages and prophecies about the stone giants that dominated the island. As an archaeologist, I was eager to decipher its secrets and learn more about the mysterious culture that had created these magnificent statues. I spent countless hours poring over the document, deciphering its hidden meanings. One particular message caught my attention. The stones hold the power of our ancestors, but only those who have the strength to unlock their secrets will be able to harness their magic. This line resonated with me, and I became obsessed with unlocking the secrets of the stoneheads. I was eager to return to the island and explore further, armed with the knowledge and insights the ancient scripture provided me. The journey would help me uncover the truth about the Rapa Nui culture and challenge me to discover the strength and resilience within myself. So, I planned my return trip to the stoneheads of Easter Island, eager to uncover the hidden secrets within these ancient giants and unlock their magic. I was aware of the fact that this trip would test me in many ways I could never have imagined. The next day, I arrived at Easter Island after a long and tiring journey, but my excitement grew stronger as I stepped off the plane. The island was just as I remembered it, with its rugged coastline, rolling hills, and of course, the mysterious stoneheads. I had returned to the island with a mission to uncover the secrets hidden in the Rapa Nui scripture I had found during my last visit. The scripture had been the key to unlocking the mysteries of the stoneheads, and I was determined to find out more. After settling into my hotel, I wasted no time in setting out to explore the island once again. This time, however, I had a new sense of purpose. I had brought a map that I had carefully crafted, marking the location of every stonehead on the island and any other notable landmarks. As I made my way around the island, I kept a watchful eye out for any signs of the Rapa Nui scripture. It was said to be hidden among the stoneheads, but finding it was easier said than done. I reached a secluded section of the island, far from other tourists, and stumbled upon the answer I sought. I noticed a small, inconspicuous stonehead in a more secluded area than the others. As I approached, I noticed a faint outline of what appeared to be writing etched into the stone. My heart began racing as I realized I might have finally found what I had been looking for. Using the map, I carefully examined the stonehead, searching for hidden clues or markings. It wasn't long before my eyes caught something that made my heart skip a beat. The Rapa Nui scripture I had been searching for was etched into the stone. I transcribed the scripture onto a piece of paper, recording every detail. When I had finished, I realized that the sun had begun to set and darkness had fallen over the island. But I was not afraid. I felt a sense of purpose and determination that I had never experienced before. With the scripture in my hand, I knew I was on the verge of uncovering a mystery that had remained hidden for centuries. I decided to dig deeper, quite literally. I began to dig around the base of one of the stoneheads, hoping to uncover any secrets that might have been hidden there. I started to realize that the scripture held secrets beyond my wildest dreams. It spoke of the powerful magic the Rapa Nui people possessed, which they had used to turn the giants into statues. But as I delved deeper into the scripture, I realized that there was a price to pay for this power. The Rapa Nui people used this magic to control the giants and use them as slaves, forcing them to build the colossal structures that still stand today. As I read further, I suddenly felt a chill run down my spine. I could hear the sound of footsteps approaching me, but when I turned around, no one was there. I started to feel uneasy. I couldn't shake off the feeling that someone or something was watching me. Suddenly, the ground beneath me started to shake violently. The stonehead's eyes began to glow with an eerie light. I tried to run, but found myself trapped, surrounded by the towering statues. The scripture that once excited me now felt like a curse. In the midst of this nightmare, I realized I had to find a way out. As I studied the scripture, I discovered a passage about a hidden path that could lead me out of this maze of statues. The path was said to be guarded by a powerful spell, but the scripture also contained a counter spell that could break it. With my heart pounding, I chanted the counter spell, my voice echoing off the towering stone heads. The ground shook even more violently, but I kept chanting, my eyes closed in concentration. Finally, the ground beneath me stilled, and I opened my eyes to see a path revealed before me. I ran as fast as I could, reached the end of the path, and found myself standing on the cliff overlooking the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. Over the water, a golden glow was cast by the setting sun. I felt a sense of relief flood over me, but it was short-lived. As I turned around, I saw that the stoneheads had stopped moving and were now facing me. I felt sad about what the Rapa Nui people had done, but I also felt awe at their magic's power. As I turned to leave, I knew that I would never forget this experience. The stoneheads of Easter Island had revealed their secrets to me, but I had yet to discover the full extent of those secrets. I needed to continue researching and learning more about the Rapa Nui people and their ancient scripture. With that thought in mind, I made my way back to my hotel. But as I walked, something felt off. It was as if the island was trying to keep me there, as if it had unfinished business with me. I brushed it off as just my imagination, but as I entered my hotel room, I realized I had left my notebook behind. It contained all of my research and notes on the Rapa Nui scripture, and without it, my journey would be for naught. I rushed back to the cliff, hoping to find my notebook still there. But when I arrived, I saw something that made my blood run cold. The stoneheads were moving. It was as if they had come to life and were watching me, waiting for me to make a move. I knew then that there was more to their power than just being carved from stone. And as I looked closer, I saw something that made me freeze. Carved into the stone of one of the heads was a message. It was in the ancient Rapa Nui script, and I knew it held the key to my escape. But as I began to decipher it, I realized that it was not just a message, but a warning. The Rapa Nui people used their magic to turn the giants into stone and trap their spirits inside. And now by tampering with their sacred land, I had awoken the spirits, and they were not happy. I was aware I had to find a way out, and fast. With my notebook in hand, I returned to my hotel room and began to study the scripture more closely. The more I read, the more I realized that the Rapa Nui people had been protecting something sacred on this island, and by uncovering their secrets, I also uncovered something far more dangerous. I knew I had to leave the island and never return, but as I made my way to the airport, I felt as if the spirits were still following me, still trying to keep me there. As I boarded my plane, I looked out the window and saw the stoneheads staring back at me. But this time, there was no sense of awe or wonder, only fear. I had uncovered their secrets, but also unleashed something far more powerful. Leaving the island, I knew I would forever be haunted by the giant spirits. Thank you for sticking with us till the very end. If you'd like to see a part 3 of this series, do let us know in the comments below. Drop us a like if you have enjoyed today's video, and subscribe to us for more sus stories.